My business partner said, I deserve 60% since I bring the clients. I replied, you're absolutely right. Then I showed him the contracts proving I was the one actually licensed, and he'd been operating illegally for 2 years. The conversation happened in our shared office on a Tuesday morning. My business partner Jake was reviewing our quarterly numbers when he dropped his bombshell. Listen, Marcus, I think we need to restructure our partnership. I'm bringing in 80% of our clients, so I should get 60% of the profits instead of our current 50-50 split. I looked up from my computer. We'd been running our consulting firm together for 2 years, and yeah, Jake was the face of the company. The schmoozer who took clients to expensive dinners and golf outings. You're absolutely right, I said, closing my laptop. His eyebrows shot up. He'd expected a fight. I mean, if you're bringing the value, you should get compensated accordingly, I continued. Let me just check something with our accountant first. What Jake didn't know was that I'd been getting increasingly suspicious about his client acquisition methods. Last month, I'd noticed he was making promises about certifications and licenses that seemed too good to be true. That afternoon, I called our biggest client, Morrison Industries. Hey, Tom, just wanted to confirm our compliance documentation is up to date. Actually, I've been meaning to ask about that, Tom said. Jake mentioned you guys have federal contractor certification. Can you send me the certificate number? My stomach dropped. We absolutely did not have federal contractor certification. That required a specific license that cost $15,000 and took 6 months to obtain. I started digging deeper, called 3 more clients. Same story. Jake had been telling everyone we had certifications we didn't possess. Environmental consulting certification, federal contractor status, state-level regulatory approval. All lies. But here's the thing. I actually did have those certifications. All of them. I'd gotten them individually over the past 3 years, paying out of my own pocket because I wanted our company to be legitimate. Jake's name wasn't on any of them. Wednesday morning, I walked into our office with a folder full of documentation. Jake, about that 60-40 split. I talked to our lawyer. Great, when can we make it official? I spread out the contracts on his desk. Well, there's a small problem. Remember how you've been telling clients we have federal contractor certification? His face went slightly pale. Yeah, so, the certification is in my name only. Same with the environmental consulting license and the state regulatory approval. I showed him the documents, my name, my social security number, my professional liability insurance. What are you saying? I'm saying that legally you can't represent this company to clients without these certifications. Every contract you've signed for the past 2 years is potentially invalid. The color drained from his face completely, but we're partners. We're partners in a business where all the professional credentials belong to me. Check our operating agreement. I pulled out our original partnership document. Section 7 clearly stated that any partner operating without proper licensing would forfeit their ownership stake. You want 60% of a company you can't legally represent, I continued. Meanwhile, I could operate this entire business without you and stay completely compliant. Jake started stammering about how he didn't know the requirements were so strict. Tom Morrison called this morning, I said. He wants to see our federal contractor certificate by Friday, or they're pulling the account. That was our biggest contract, worth $240,000 annually. Can't you just add my name to the certifications? Each one requires individual testing, background checks, and fees. About $25,000 total, plus 6 months minimum processing time. The math was simple. Jake could spend $25,000 and 6 months getting proper credentials, or he could accept a new reality. Here's my counteroffer, I said, pulling out a revised partnership agreement. You handle sales and marketing at 30%. I handle all certified work and compliance at 70%. Or you can buy me out for $180,000. Jake's face cycled through anger, panic, and resignation. Where am I supposed to get $180,000? Jake's face cycled through anger, panic, and resignation. Where am I supposed to get $180,000? Same place you were going to get those certifications. Your problem to solve. He signed the 70-30 agreement that afternoon. 2 weeks later, Morrison Industries renewed for another year, specifically citing our excellent compliance record. Jake still brings in clients, but now he's very careful about what he promises them. Turns out when you actually follow the law, business gets a lot more predictable. Last month, he asked if we could renegotiate back to 50-50. I replied, sure, soon as you get those certifications we discussed. He's still working on it.